Well, thought I'd come outside because it's a gorgeous day. Yeah, I've got people in and out the house. They're about to leave. My son's going out and my wife's going out. I wanted to try at 4 o'clock so we can get some people. Hi Shire, I might have to take my glasses off in a minute because these are lenses and they're really for distance. But they're sort of double sunglasses as well, like 30-40 pairs. But Aguero's back, yeah. Hi King of Assist, Chris Welch, how you doing, mate? Tom Carter, all right, buddy. Yeah, with regards to just looking some news, City sort of putting some updates out, but I listened and was following the Pep press conference today. Not much news in it, if I'm honest, because mainly all the questions were focused around sort of Raheem Sterling, the racist sort of abuse with Danny Rose, and sort of talking about Tottenham in the past being a strong team, and Pep's comments about Harry Kane in the past. There was no real serious sort of questions about the squad. He was asked some questions. No, I'm not going raised down there in London, so he stayed over from the game on Saturday. His wife's coming in tonight into London, so he's going to pick her up. So he's still down there, so I'll be here. I'll be putting out all the videos again. Hi mate, let's just see, Stevie. Pep and Raheem dealt with the questions well. Yeah, you wouldn't expect anything else from either of them, if I'm honest. I hope we beat them scums in the FA Cup final. I'm calling scums. Ray's here. All right, mate. So yeah, there was questions about who's fit, who's not. Aguero trained yesterday, which is good news, and he's training again now. I've just been watching some of the live stuff, well, recorded, so 10 minutes earlier. Would you take Kane as Aguero's replacement? I think that was yes, definitely. Might have to take these off. Andy, do you hate the media, mate? No, not all of them, but many of them. What for a decent club, no need to call names. I agree. Didn't like what Troy Deeney came out and said, but hi, mate. Hope you're doing well. Huge game for us tomorrow night, says Danny McCardle. Absolutely massive. Such a big game. For me, bigger than the FA Cup final. Ray, if you didn't know, I'm a Luton fan as well. You can't support two teams away. We keep saying that to you. It's just not on. You pick one, and if you want to follow somebody else, then that's fine. Be a fan of them, don't be a supporter. One team. Andy, you're breaking up a bit. Okay, right, no problem. I just thought I would try and go outside because like I said, I've got a bit of a house full. Maybe I'm a bit too far away. Tell you what I'll do is give me 1 second. Am I back now? Yeah? All I did, sorry, I just switched off. See what that's like. Let me know if it's not working. Then what I'll have to do is I'll have to go inside and find somewhere. Is that good now? Yeah, all I did was switch off my Wi-Fi because and put it onto 4G. So I'm just a little bit too far away from the house. I support Liverpool. I was born in Carlisle, but I only support Liverpool. Yeah, well, I mean, each their own. I'm only having a joke with the Waste. He can support whoever he likes, if I'm being honest. So yeah, from Pep's press conference, he said Aguero trained yesterday. We need to score a few away goals tomorrow, then get back home. It's going to be tough. I'll be happy with the draw, Stevie, if I'm honest. Looks like I think he will be back. Like I said, he trained yesterday. Mendy and Walker rested because it was a rest day after for a lot of the players yesterday. Hi, Charlie Harrison. It was a rest day yesterday after the semi-final on Saturday, but Aguero did train. They were training at Charlton Athletics Ground. 2-2, I'd take that. I'd be happy with 1-1, 2-2. I'm working tomorrow night to listen on TalkSport. What a shame. If we beat Luton in the FA Cup final, I'm going to be outside the stadium. I'm going to wave City flag. 4-2, you reckon? Bloody hell. I'd take that all day long, but I can't see us scoring 4, I must admit. Man City to win 2-1 in the second leg. I'm going for 2-1. Us 2 away goals would be lovely. It'd be absolutely perfect. I said, if you've not seen it, and away goal be nice, it's going to be touchy, it will be. If you've not seen it, I put out this morning on our channel the opposition fan preview. King of Assists has 2-0 with Chris Cowan from Tottenham fans. Really good interview with him. He was a really nice guy. Tottenham fans are going to hate us by next week. I hope. Well, yeah, let's hope so, because that means we've obviously we've done well over the next 3 games. So go and check out if you haven't seen the video. It's only about 20 minutes. Yeah, he was a Pochettino. That's what I thought when I was actually editing the video. I was thinking, I'm talking to Pochettino here. I'm surprised he didn't put on like a bit of a Spanish accent, and then maybe he would have confused me more. But really nice guy. And like most of the ones that we do on our channel with opposition fan channels, they're really sensible, and I think most opposition fans are. Yeah, Chris Cowling is all right. He is a nice guy. Big Spurs fan, goes home and away, Europe, etc. And yeah, so if you've not seen it, go over and look at the video after we've finished this live vlog. It's like I said, it's only about 20 minutes long, but he asked me some questions about City and watching the Monday night footy. Yes, I will be, because Hazard is my fantasy football captain this week. Never had a problem with Spurs fans. No, neither have I, if I'm honest. He's called Chris Pochettino. Yeah. I'm sure he gets that quite a lot, certainly since Pochettino became their manager. But yeah, really nice guy. So check it out if you haven't seen it already. To be honest, second thoughts, we could bottle it. I think those emotions, Charlie, are going to happen all the time. I think it's going to be one of those that between today and tomorrow. He should have got expressions on his. I'll be honest with you, always, I can't stand the guy. I can't stand all of those sort of, you know, ones who just do it, basically do YouTube stuff to try and be famous and to try and get click stuff. It's not my thing. They're all kids compared to me. I'm a lot older than them, and that is definitely, that's one of the reasons why we didn't join that stable, because me and Ray don't want to be like that. And you know, you've got him trying to act like he's some new Troops style, you know, whatever. It's just garbage for me, because for me personally, as an older guy, you can see right through it. It's an act. It's all an act, and that's not. It might draw in the kids and things like that, but no, not for me. It's yeah. I just find it pathetic. No, I don't mind. No, Troops. I don't mind Troops. Troops actually taught some sense. It's great to have fun. Well, as long as you're honest, Ray. That's the thing. And when you overact and things like that, people see right through you. And if you over egg stuff and start acting up to the camera, then most people, older people, generation, can just see it's fake, and it's just playing up to the camera. And I think that just makes you look like a fool. So I said I don't watch all of those type of. I watch Arsenal Fan TV. I'll watch Claude and Troops, you know, Troops is a decent guy. Just because he says farm and blood and all that lot is one thing which might annoy people, but on the whole, he's okay. Who acts like a big man. I don't know who you're talking about there, Oasis. I'm with you, Andy. Can't stand them. I like Troops, Claude and Ty. Yeah, I mean, I like. No, there's a few others as well. What's he called? Ray will remind me. Lee. Lee's a really nice guy, and he's really sensible in his comments. But you're gonna tell expressions, yeah. But that's what a lot. I mean, that's what a lot. To be fair, a lot of those sort of big team lead judges, yeah. A lot of those big teams, sort of fan base who do the YouTube stuff, they're all in the same stable, so they're encouraged. We know that because that's what we were told to do. We were asked if we were to join them, could we sort of get City fans riled up and things like that, and it was like, why would I want to do that? You know, Damien DT, yeah, I mean, he does it purely. Ray says Lee Judge is a nice guy. He is a really nice guy. I suppose I'm not keen on any of them. Yeah, because we were asked to do the same thing, and we just said, no, that's not us. That's not what we want to do. Ty's deluded. He is Mr. sort of Arsenal, isn't he? And he can't bring himself to be constructive with anything. But that's fair enough. It's better that than effing and jeffing and ranting and raving and just doing it purely because the person who owns your channel is telling you must do that. Adventure Maruero. I've not seen you before. Put all my trust and hope in City. Good. That's brilliant. Where are you from? Arsenal fan got so popular because Real fans are Joe Channel fans. Meltdown. Yeah, I agree. And that was one of the biggest things. I mean, we found that. We found that with George Achilea. Don't know who he is, mate. I've no idea. Ty's 50 something. I thought he was 24. No, I think he's a bit older. Klopp is linked with Ty with weather excuses. Yeah. I don't know who that guy was you mentioned. Do you think Sane should? Well, Ali, I said it. I would have played him. I'd play Spurs. I'd play Aguero. He's a Spurs fan. No idea, mate. Hi, Robert. You all right, mate? I've no idea who he is. Always. I'd play Sane, Sterling, and Aguero. If I was, he wears the whole club shop tie. He does. He's got everything on it. Everything is Arsenal sort of logoed, and but it's fine. That's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I mean, he's a proper fan. He's like Pete the Badge we have at City, and there's nothing wrong with showing you club colours. Like I said, it's never really been for me, but you know, each to their own. He has an Arsenal headset. He does. I'm not sure the Beats ones, because I'm not sure Arsenal do Beats ones. Maybe they do. Maybe Robbie's got into Beats now. Here's the Arsenal catalogue. Hi, Sandy, Kent UK. You okay, mate? Do you know who Visa is? Nope. Bernardo and Kevin in midfield. I think if we play Sane, I was wearing it. That's not G-string name. You should have asked Robbie if he was. It's hard because my choice would have been Bernardo and Kevin De Bruyne in midfield ahead of Fernandinho, Sane, Sterling, Aguero. But I agree that David Silva plays better with Sane. I'd like to fit Sane in, certainly against Trippier and Danny Rose, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure who is going to play tomorrow. It's going to be a difficult one. You know what Pep's like. He might go David Silva and Sane. He might not. He might decide that De Bruyne and Bernardo is going to play. Robbie's G-string is like a pair of trousers for me. I think my not my G-string, but my boxers would probably be like a pair of trousers for you, Ray. Sorry, just getting a bit of a fly in my drink. I fancy he would go with Elito. I've heard Liverpool might hijack Hazard from Madrid. No chance, absolutely no chance. Why would he go to somebody who's not won a trophy in years? And why would he go there? And I just can't see it happening whatsoever. I think he'll be gone to Madrid in the summer, and I think it's already. I think it's going to be certainly going to be done in the next week, I would guess. I think it's almost a given now that he's gone. I think he gave Chelsea an extra 12 months. Was going to go last year, but I think now Zidane is back. I think he'll be definitely off to Madrid, which is, you know, another brilliant player. Sold to City, don't know, mate. Damien, we've been linked with so many players. I know the fellow 100% Chelsea didn't interview him after the Carabao Cup final. Zidane's got an open check, but yeah, like they always have. They seem every year they've got an open check, but it seems like he's got another 300-400 million to spend, like they could do every year. But I think on the back of that, I think they've been told that they've got to sell. So I can see 4 or 5 sort of big name players leaving Madrid this summer for them to fund their new recruits. His missus supports Spurs. Oh yeah, well my missus was originally a United fan, so Chelsea could go third tonight. I mean, I said it in the Chelsea. Funny how they never get investigated back by their own governments and things like that. So what other YouTube channel do you watch the most, Robert? I'll be honest with you, mate, I'm that busy. I don't really watch a great deal of others. I'll watch a little bit of Arsenal Fan TV. I'll watch a little bit of the Anfield Wrap, depending on when it is and when it's happening and what they're talking about and things like that. I'll obviously Do you watch Villa on tour, Andy? No, I don't, mate. I watch 100% Chelsea. I like the fan cam. No, don't really. I'll be honest with you, unless it's unless we're doing opposition fan channels preview videos, then I won't be actually watching other fan channels because we're doing our stuff and things like that. True Geordie, I'll be honest with you, I'm not keen. So he's another in that stable that has to do everything for clicks and controversial and things like that. It's fake. I mean, like I said to you before, you can see right through them when you've seen and heard and know what goes on in the background. As soon as they do these things, you can see right through it. Walker should be back training today. They're training now on the Spurs pitch, so he'll be checked by the doctor, as will Mendy, after the training session. WrestleMania, I'm nearly 50, mate. I don't watch that type of stuff. Prediction, Luke says, I said my heart said 2-1 City, my head says 1-1. Are you going to the game? Ali says no. Ray's down there. Ray's in London still, so he's there. His wife's coming in tonight, so Ray's down there. Was Walker's hamstring the same one the Brighton player stamped on? Wouldn't surprise me. Andy, did you see the transfer rumour on Rodrigo? Yes, I did. Organic Shah, yeah, that was a few days ago. But like I said, it's at this stage of the season, an international break, etc., etc. It's just you're going to get linked with everybody. 70 million euros for Rodrigo. Yeah, I mean, anybody who we're going to go in for, we're going to have to pay top dollar. Sandy says I really fancy 2-1 City. Well, that's what my heart says. My head says 1-1. Do you think we'll wrap up our tie tomorrow? No disrespect to Porto. If you don't, I think you'd be very, very disappointed because did they draw or get beat the other day? Unless they're resting themselves for tomorrow night. Walker or Danilo to Spurs, or v Spurs. Sorry, Tom. I think if Walker's fit, he plays. Porto will beat Liverpool. Wait for Chris's comeback. I can't see that happening. Not at Anfield. If it was away, might give him a squeak, but I would like to see Danilo play. You never know, he might play left back. Depends on how Mendy comes through today's training that's happening right now. I don't think they're just lucky all the time. Well, I think they've come out and said that they've had some lucky decisions, haven't they? Hi Andy, hi Harris. Barca v United, got to be Barca all day long. Adventure says Man City 2-1. That's what my heart says. Like I said, my head says 1-1. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see who's going to, see who comes through this training. So I can't see it being an intense Danilo hat-trick. Oh yeah, that'd be great. I can't wait for tomorrow. I'd take a 1-1 right now. Absolutely, I would. Some luck. Man United form has dipped since they beat PSG, as they haven't done too well. It's all a good replacement for Gundogan. I can't see us selling Gundogan for around about 10 million in the summer and replacing him with a 70 million pound player. I just can't see it. If we're going to replace Fernandinho, then maybe, but I can't see us replacing him. You go to Spurs League game, mate. I'll wander over and have a chat. Oh, missed that. Ollie has had a... Sorry, Ray, can you pick some of the stuff up? Because you know what it's like when we do these. You get something like 1 minute, you've got one, and then suddenly 3, 4, 5 come in all at once. And when you're doing it live, it's very hard because I haven't got my laptop with me, so I can't go back and check. Yeah, me too. I'll take a 1-1 now as long as we score. Yep. Oh, and says he'll chat with you at the Spuds home game. Brilliant. Yep, come over and have a chat on camera. Let's not forget Spurs have a poor record against the rest of the Big Six. Yeah, if this was a Premier League game, you'd probably say yes, but Champions League, interesting. Mangala play for the under-23s, yeah. Keep him fit, then we can get rid of him. As of right now, it's possible for City to win the quadruple with a bit of luck. Of course it's possible. I don't think it'll happen. I just thought the officials give us a fair crack. You know what you get with European sort of referees and officials, it's a different beast compared to the Premier League. They're normally very strict with everything. Do you know about any injuries? For Spurs tomorrow, as it stands at the moment, we're still waiting on news about Zinchenko. Mendy is training at the moment. Saw a video of him training. Aguero's training. Everybody seems to be training today, but it is only going to be... I'm not having a chat on camera, pal. Come on. Then you've been on camera loads of times for us. Why are you not coming on camera for us again? We need Aguero. Andy, what City player would you have back now that has left City? Oh, God. That is such a... That's such a tough question. If you said to me right now, between now and the end of the season, Tevez or Dzeko, no, not for me. Dzeko, yeah, I think Dzeko would probably go for, but just give us a little bit of something different, because somebody we can aim for, someone who's good at controlling the ball. And I see even Liverpool have been linked with Dzeko. I'd be gutted and I'd be devastated if Dzeko went to Liverpool, because being a big City fan like he is, De Jong would be perfect replacement. After Den was on the last time. Yeah, they were retirees. I think Pep will have something up his sleeve, and no doubt he will be. Prime company, don't do it, Eddie. Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if he did, because his affiliation with Man City, he loves City. For him to go to Liverpool would just be horrendous. Yeah, he's only young though, Morganic. He's only young. Blue rinse for Den. Yeah, he likes a blue rinse. Less said about that, the better. I would love Dzeko in. Dzeko is brilliant for us, and I must admit we all gave him stick from time to time, and anybody who says they didn't are lying. But overall, when we look back on him, he scored some absolutely. That's understandable. Is that a blue rinse for Den? Maybe he needs it. It's going a little bit grey. Dzeko was underrated in the Premier League. Yeah. What do you think of the starting lineup for tomorrow? Get behind the boys. Would you like Tevez back? Yeah, I think he'd be brilliant. He won the league in 2014, in my opinion. He was brilliant. Gabby is still a kid, forget that. Absolutely, he's got a lot of learning. Liverpool to who's next? Torres to Liverpool. Yeah, there was rumours that he might go in the summer. When he was crap, he was crap. When he was good, he was really good. When he was up, he was up, and when he was down, he was down. Let's sort of finish off that sort of statement, Ray. Joe Hart was quality at his best. Shame what's happened to him now. Wouldn't get in this team, mate, because his kicking was awful. Easy, Andy, I'm aging well. You are, buddy, I'm only kidding. You know I'm only joking. What weaknesses do you see Spurs team? Because the starting 11 is always strong and balanced. It's very balanced. Weakness-wise, I think if Aguero plays, it'll be against their two centre-backs. Getting in between them. I'll be going to America. Quite possibly. Maybe I need to get in touch with Sharon Latham. She'd know more about where Joe's going next, and possibly give us a bit of inside info. Dzeko would miss the easy chances and score the hard one. He scores some beauties. My favourite player after Ellen's skills is David Silva. Do you think the likes of Scott Sinclair, Jack Rodwell missed that last bit? Would you take any players from relegation clubs in the summer? Nope, not one. I might do some stuff tomorrow at Spurs ground. Yeah. Which football do you prefer? Premier League? Premier League all day long. You think Jesus is good enough for City? Yes, I do. I just think he's only 22 years of age, and he's got I mean, he's a striker. It's a bit different when you're in midfield or you're a winger. And score prediction 1-1 for me. Yeah, it's always difficult, you know, and you've got to bear in mind he's playing second fiddle to possibly the best striker in world football in Aguero, and he gets a run of 3-4 games and he's banging them in, and then all of a sudden he's back on the bench again, and Aguero's back in, and he's got to sort of wait for his chance again, and I think he's quite happy to do that. I think he said it, so I won't be too hard on him. As a striker, you are literally judged most of the time by pundits and things. Oh, that'd be one. Imagine that, balanced Silver. What, for tomorrow night? For the final, yeah, I think we'll sell out for the final. I don't think there's any issue with that. Yeah, Jesus is goals to minutes. He's got a wonderful record. It's just he can't get a run of games while Aguero is here. Yeah, it's lovely today, Chris. It's about 16 degrees. It's really nice. Interview Spurs Man City fans, Ray, and get some predictions in. Yeah, I think Ray will do that anyway. So yeah, Rail normally do that. Would be good to see a bit of the new Spurs Stadium, Ray. Yeah, I agree. Looks amazing. Can't wait to go. Out of 3 competitions left, FA Cup League. Out of the 3 competitions, FA Cup. Oh, it's got to be the Premier League for me. So gotta be the Premier League, definitely. Back-to-back Premier Leagues, not been done over 10 years, so that's the priority. With Jesus legends like Pele and Fat Ronaldo back in, yeah, I agree. You know, Maddie's vlogging around London and then Spurs Stadium. Okay, could video our team coach arriving. I think they go underground at the Spurs Stadium. I've got a feeling it's not like the Etihad. I think at Spurs Stadium they've got a big underground car park, and I think the buses go directly underground. I might be wrong. But I think they go directly underground. Did you hear that person on the radio show, Defensive? Yeah, Aina. She was brilliant. Yes, they do. What was that? Yes, they do. Was that they go underground? City have an underground tunnel for the buses too. But only City pull up outside the stadium. The away team goes underground. Champions League and Premier League is priority. Chris, that would be difficult. Not if Messi and Suarez play as usual. Yes, it is underground parking. Need one at Anfield. Yeah, we need one from maybe the M62 underground that goes all the way there. Yeah, it's going to be my team tomorrow. It's hard to pick because it depends on what formations. It's like Arsenal's underground. Yeah, I believe so. I heard Spurs fans saying about the fact that the coaches go directly underground, and so they do. Romeo, they need an away goal. Yep, we do. Not convincing defensively though. I'm not convinced the manager either. Need an armoured underground bunker at Anfield. Yeah, Mendy will start. Defo. Well, my team, like I said in the preview that I did the other day, not the one that we put out this morning. Do you think City will build a statue for Aguero? I think he'll definitely will be. I think he'll possibly go maybe in a 3 with Aguero, with David Silva and company when they leave. I think they may get something outside the stadium. 3 absolutely amazing players. The bright midfielder was great the other day. Which one? You're on about Knockout. Knockout is generally a good player for them, but I can't think of many others who had a good game. I thought Knockout had a decent game. When seems the Champions League, oh, I mean, that's what I mean. I said in the video that we've done, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on our channel. Did it this morning. I'd love to see United or Liverpool in the final with us. Mendy will start. That's why I played him at Wembley. I think Mendy will start. So if I was going to go, and this is my team, Ajax could well knock them out. I'm going to go. Yeah, I agree. Beyond belief. Yep, I think it'll be the same. I think it'll be. You'll have sort of yesteryear of the 60s and 70s, and then you'll have the latest team, 3 of them. No, I don't think the Spurs will bottle the bus. Spurs will press hard. Yeah, I think midfield's going to be important, but their midfield hasn't played great of late. Eriksen not been great. Ali not been great. I know Dyer is out. It looks like Dyer is out injured. Along with Aurier, and I think Lamella is out injured as well, so they won't be available tomorrow night. So I'd go Edison in net, Walker right back. I've got a funny feeling now. Yesterday I said Stones and Laporte, but I've got a funny feeling. Vinny Kay is going to play tomorrow night with Laporte, and I think Mendy will keep his place at left back. I said Stones and Laporte, but I just think when you need a captain's performance, if he's fit, I've got a really funny feeling that company might play tomorrow with Laporte. But I said Stones and Laporte originally. Midfield, Fernandinho, Holding. This is where it's difficult for me personally. I'd go Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva ahead of him, and then I'd go Sane, Aguero, Sterling. But it could be anything. It could be Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva and Bernardo Silva out on the right with Aguero and Sterling. It's really difficult. We never know. Centre midfield, well, playing him on the right because I play Fernandinho holding with David Silva. I think he's better in that position. So could it be Bernardo ahead of and KDB ahead of, with Bernardo on the right, Kevin on the left? Dyer is injured. Yeah, it looks like Dyer is injured, along with Aurier and Lamela are injured for Spurs, I believe. He's good enough to play anywhere he is. So I just think it's time for Sane to step up, you know, really sort of show his worth. My only downside is the fact that if David Silva doesn't play, he plays perfectly with Leroy Sane. So, but then if you've got Kevin De Bruyne there, I can't see why Kevin De Bruyne on the left can't play as well with Sane. So it's time to step up, and I would hope, it depends if Pep thinks they're going to play 3 centre-backs and play Rose and Trippier as wing-backs, which I've got a funny feeling they might do. If that's the case, then I can't see that team. I think it'll be 2 up front. I think we might go more of a 4-3-2-1 or something like that. I can't see us going 3 at the back. I'd be very surprised. There will be man marking on Dino by Dele. Yep, no doubt about it. But I'd back Fernandinho over Dele every day of the week. I think he's coming back to that form, mate. I really do. I thought he had a wonderful game. The last 2 games, he's done really well. I think Gundo might start. I'd be disappointed. I'd be really disappointed if Gundogan starts tomorrow. Very disappointed, because if they get beyond Gundogan, he can't track back. It's like he runs in treacle. He's so slow. It's great when we've got loads of space, and it's great when you're playing teams who back off and sit back and give him all the time in the world on the ball, because he's not a great tackler at all. In fact, he's pretty poor at tackling. And if they get beyond him, we've lost a player in midfield. So I'd be really disappointed tomorrow if we see Fernandinho and Gundogan together. I'd be really, really concerned about that, because he hasn't got the pace. He's great when teams give him time and space to play. He's wonderful, but not in a high energy game like tomorrow night. Do I think Spurs have the capability to beat us? Absolutely, of course I do. Spurs on the day are a wonderful team, and when it clicks, they're an absolutely incredible team. Play some of the best football, you know, outside of Liverpool and City. This season they play some excellent games, and definitely in, I think what Chris said on the channel, he turned around and said that this season in the Champions League they've been excellent, but in the Premier League they've been poor or indifferent. So you know, when they almost beat Liverpool, I mean, Liverpool should never have won that game. Second half, Spurs battered them. Dawson Stadium looks amazing. Ray's going to be there. He's down in London now. So, yeah, I can't wait to go. It looks absolutely incredible. Whenever he plays bad, we lose. Maybe if he plays bad, then others play bad as well. So maybe that's a... Sell Otamendi? No, no way. I wouldn't sell Otamendi. He's had a good season. Had a great season last season. Why sell somebody who was perfect sort of centre-back replacement for one of the others? The beer pouring looks good, yeah, fancy stuff. Though I think Tottenham fans were complaining that they couldn't get a drink because of the queues and things like that. So there's going to be teething problems, but did some filming outside Spurs new stadium on Saturday. It looks magnificent. It does look good. Should have been sent off. He could have been sent off. I'm not saying he should have been. But he didn't headbutt, he put his head towards us, and we see that quite... do I like Nice biscuits? Yeah, I do, actually. And my lad, my older lad, has been in Nice at university. Spurs Stadium, or the Etihad Spurs Stadium. I've not been, but you would imagine it's incredible. And you've got to remember, our stadium now is getting on for sort of nearly, you know, 18 to 19 years old. So... does it look dull? No, I don't think. I think I'm in the back garden, mate. I don't think our stadium looks dull, not at all. And when we speak to opposition fans, we ask them what they think if it's their first time. They say it's amazing, love it. So our stadium is still superb. How old are my children? They're going to be 22 and 20 this year. 2002 Commonwealth Games, yeah, so 17 years. I love Nice biscuits with tea, king of assist. We're on the Biscuit Channel. Their stadium looks like an NFL stadium. I think that's just the way it is. I mean, their stadium's obviously modelled on. He won't get called up to France until Deschamps goes, in my opinion. Could we make Tier 1 closer to the pitch? It's not that far away from the pitch. You know, you're only talking about, I don't know, 10 feet. And remember, the players need a bit of room as well. From above, it looks like an expensive toilet seat. Yeah. Look, man, I got 17 grandchildren. Jesus Christ. Oh God, that'd be my worst nightmare. I'm sorry, mate. 17. Bet your time is just, bet you babysit all the time, don't you? Where are you next off on? Work travels. Don't know yet. Don't know. I might be off, maybe off to Baku again in Azerbaijan in a few weeks. Sandy never had a TV. Yeah. All Blues. Wow, brilliant. Next generation. Mendy's fit now. Time for 3-5-2. I'd be very surprised if he goes 3-5-2. I really would. Why play 4-4-2 all season apart from 1 or 2 games? Then everyone's got used to it, and then suddenly you switch to a 3-5-2. I'd be very, very surprised. I think Walker will be fit. He's training now. That's why I moved down here. Could we be the 1-2? Could we do a 1-tier? Is that impossible? I think you can do. You move down south. I think you can do a 1-tier. I think what they're waiting on is they're going to wait and see what the government says with regard to 3-5-2. I doubt if Pep's watching this, mate. Live from Baku. Well, I was in Baku. Matt saw some of the videos I did when I was last there. When I was there, November time, I think I was there, with the City fans that took me out around Baku. I did some filming with them. Lovely, really lovely couple. I doubt Pep will go 3-5-2. I'd be surprised. He might do. I might be completely wrong, and you're right. But I'm hoping they do it like Spurs. And yeah, I mean, I think what they're going to wait. Well, this is the thing, Tom. My point is they're going to wait to. They're going to wait until the government decides on whether safe standing is going to be allowed, and then once they know, there's no point now in extending the stadium, changing things around, and then all of a sudden 8 months later they say, yep, there you go, it's going to be approved, and then they have to change the stadium again. I think they'll wait until this safe standing is either approved or not, and then once they've got that decision, they then know whether they can look at it and say, right, where's the best place to put safe standing? Do we move the north stand, the family stand upstairs to level 2, and we just have all the lower tiers solely as safe standing, or do they do it all the way behind this, tier 1 of the south stand? Maybe move the away fans around. I don't know, but I don't think. How did I meet Ray? I'll let Ray answer that, because he obviously doesn't want to answer how I met Ray. I'll tell you, but as Ray says on Match.com, that's his sort of standard answer to when everyone asks that question. Mate, I'm happy to tell you, mate, but Ray, I don't know why. Match.com, there you go. Could we do a similar outside to Bayern at the Etihad? Could we do a similar outside? What's that? That's a good point. Mragang, yeah, could do. Tinder, yeah, that's where it was. Blind date, there you go. Yeah, met him on Tinder. People aren't boozing in the stands anymore. Ray, enough. Grinder, stop it. Heaven forbid. Right, the lighting up stuff around the outside. Well, we've got all the images all around the stadium. I'm sure they could do it. I think if you look at Spurs' new stadium, it's obviously heavily influenced by the Allianz Arena, which I think you're talking about. It means changing the colours. Doubt you could fit that on ad hoc. Yeah, I think with all the way we've got ours is. I think it can be done. It might not be as extensive as what Spurs' stadium is going to be like, but I think it definitely can be done. Who do you think got up from the Championship? I think Norwich, I think Leeds, and I'm not sure one other. We used to be the main contributors to Man City Fans Forum page for many, many years. Yeah, we did. I can't see it being expanded at the moment, mate. I'll be honest with you, because I think they've got, what, 32 pitches already there. Ray's coming out of his shell now. He's now going to tell you all about how we met. Do you wish they did up Main Road rather than just move? Nah, if I'm honest, mate. I mean, it would have been great, but we could possibly have done up Main Road, but we wouldn't have the training facilities like we have now. No, I ain't friends with the steam company, mate. So yeah, if we could have done up Main Road, no problem whatsoever, but there would have been no chance of having what we needed. Yeah, we would definitely have had to have knocked it down and started again, but we wouldn't have the facilities and everything that we've got now. I mean, the Commonwealth Games Stadium, City of Manchester Stadium, was perfect because of what it came with, or what we asked for, and you only have to go there and see it now. I mean, it's huge. Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I mean, that's the old days. Thoughts on a steam company? No, I don't really. I've got no thoughts on him, mate. We never get the chance to meet Stephen. Ray's going to say because he never goes to games. So I'll say that before he writes it. Because he doesn't go to games. There you go. No, I'm not going down that route. Got in far too much debate and trouble and arguments and things on Twitter with regards to making any negative comments or constructive comments about another channel. I wonder, let's be honest, I wonder what JTR35. Have you met Ian Cheeseman? Met him outside when I was at Goodison Park. Ray's had a chat with him a couple of times. I used to watch his channel. It's only him and Cheesy. Yeah, yeah, I used to watch him. Oh, by the way, Andy Ray, Craig Russell, my nephew, played for City in the Frank Clark team. Just to educate you. Oh, well done, mate. That's fantastic. Under Frank Clark. It's a blast from the past. What? Craig Russell, what position did he play? Was he a midfielder? I'm trying to remember now. Was he a midfielder? Blonde hair? Might be wrong. I'm going to score a hat-trick tomorrow. But Stephen was too negative in his criticism. Yeah, he's had a lot of negativity to say. Can't wait for Puma. I've seen the spouse leaked by the... I mean, we've seen hundreds of them, mate. Coverage in the 90s when we were bobbins. Yeah, he does, Cheesy. You know, he's been around for a long time, and yeah, does a great job on his vlog. I actually voted for him in the vlogging awards, so you know, it shows you that we have no problems with Cheesy whatsoever. We played one with Sunderland. He played, was it full-back, was it? Did he have blonde hair? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to raise Frank Clark. Thanks for that. Me too, mate, Stephen. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, not great days. Just remind me, was it Sandy? Did he have blonde hair? I've got a picture of him in my mind. As good as Walker has been for us, do you think he should go Wan-Bissaka? I'd love Wan-Bissaka, if I'm honest with you. God. Craig Russ played 31 games over 3 years at City. No, that's not my question. Did he have blonde hair? I think there'll be business, yeah. Hello, Iona Beats. I think there'll definitely be business this summer, without shadow of doubt. I hope not. His dad might have had some say. Okay, so I'm thinking of somebody different. Did we buy him from Sunderland? Rabiot, was that Rabiot for Walker? More red than blonde. Right, maybe strawberry blonde hair. I mean, I thought he had lightish hair. How many players in and out? Wouldn't surprise me if 3 go, 3 come in. Who else would I have supported? Well, obviously I'm a Withy lad. I'm a Wythenshawe boy. It's Woodhouse Park. So, it was predominantly blue and red. And if you know Manchester, you know South Manchester, then Wythenshawe is quite a big blue as well as red, very much so, and quite a big blue as well. But probably I couldn't have supported United. I probably would have gone for someone like Altrincham. I don't know, maybe I would have followed Altrincham. Altrincham I used to go to, played Altrincham's ground loads of times. I probably would have gone and followed Altrincham, if I'm honest, because it wasn't that far away. I could go on my bike from Woodhouse Park. I could cycle there. So yeah, I probably would have followed Altrincham or someone like that, because Stockport was a little bit too far from Woodhouse Park on your bike. So as a kid, it would have been that. So yeah, so yeah, I'd go for Altrincham. Couldn't bear, because my mates were Reds. You know, most of my mates were Reds. Do I like cheese on toast? Yeah, I do like cheese on toast. Anthony Taylor supports Altrincham. City with Grimsby, Allen, Oakley in goal. I'm not sure, mate. I might have missed something else before that. What three go? Mangala, Bravo, and I think, oh, I've said it before, I think Kundawan will go. Growing up, which player did you love to watch the most? I'm 22. Oh, growing up? Only my first. Oh, your first game, Sandy. Growing up, you know what? I'm gonna get a load of shit for this. I'm gonna get a load of grief, and I'll be honest with you though, because I don't want to lie. My first game was 77. I'm gonna get loads of stick now. I'm gonna tell you. You know the first kit that was. I'm in my back garden, mate. My first kit that was bought for me, and it wasn't bought by my parents, believe me, because my dad was a big blue, was a Liverpool kit with crown paints on it, and somebody had put a number 7 on the back because they knew I actually like watching Kenny Dalglish. I know, there you go. Ray knows about this anyway, so but I'm going to tell you, like, I'll be really honest with you, I liked, because my dad was Scottish, so but my dad didn't buy it, I promise you. He was a blue, but I liked Kenny Dalglish. Destroy the photos. Don't think I've got any, mate. It was that long ago. I know. That's probably why I don't like football kits, and that's why I probably never wear anything that's got logos on them and things like Andy said. Yeah, I know. Go on, I'll let you have a free shot. So I think that was, if I remember rightly, I think that was the one and only kit I ever had. I knew Chris would like that. But I did always, I must admit, I did have a bit of a soft spot for Kenny Dalglish. Thought he was a wonderful player. Did you leave Helen in France? Helen in France? We haven't been to France, mate. Ray was raised in London, and his wife's in France. But I once went to Streetford to see the best play. Sorry, guys. Oh, Stretford. KOA, you're mixing us up. Yeah, you must be mixing us. I mean, Spain. No, my wife's here. She's off today. She shouldn't have been off, but you know, it's like when they hang around the house and things like that. It's. I remember the Candy Liverpool shirts as a kid when he won the Liverpool game, passed back to keeper. Yeah, I know. I remember them. It was. I can remember it. I'm sure I have got. Maybe my mum's got a photo somewhere. I'd definitely be at company's testimonial. If we're all being honest here, Torres was a player that got me in love with football. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, depends how old you were. I mean, if you were 22 at the time and Torres was, well, no, that's not acceptable, but I was only 7. No, definitely it would have been, everyone should go to, absolutely, everybody should do it. I'm 23. Right, well, how old were you when Torres, what were you, about 12, something like that? I love G. Georgie Best, yeah, I mean, Georgie Best was, and you've got to remember the difference is Atletico Madrid and Liverpool. Who's that? You've got to remember, company's retiring. No, he'll sign another 12 months. you got to remember, in certainly my father's day, and before I was born, I was born in 1970, so before I was born, you know, your parents or your father or whoever went to the game, my dad used to go with my uncles and that, they used to go 1 week to City, 1 week to United, and that was the norm. That was just basically what happened in the 50s and 60s. I mean, it was never frowned upon. 1 week you go, and the next week you go to the other one. If you like football, you can't imagine that happening now because of the rivalry. You met Pelé. You met Pelé in 1966 at the Lim Hotel. Bloody hell! How old are you, Sandy, mate? I take it you said. Did you say you were born in '53? If we can get tickets, everything's down to getting tickets, mate. When I saw Hullet Rijkaard and Van, God, that was quick. Georgie B, yeah, I mean, he was a great player. 1954, okay. I've been to Anfield more times than many most supposed Liverpool fans on social media. Sorry, I was just looking, I thought somebody was behind me then. So, unlucky Ray. Alisson or Edison every day of the week. Keep saying it, Alisson is so overrated. Edison's equally a good shot stopper. And miles better with his feet. 65 in 2 weeks. We'll keep going, mate. Good luck and have a great birthday. Are you drinking egg yolks? Why would I want to drink egg yolk? No thanks, mate. I'm not going in for Mr. Universe. Don't know why. Do they still drink egg yolks for bodybuilding? I'm not sure. Were you looking for the cow? No, they're next door, mate. They're actually they're in there. They're actually the calves. They're in there before they get turned out. So UK, hi Dad. Everywhere Pet's been, he's had the best of everything. Where stadium, top tier. And wherever he's been, he's made the team infinitely better and won loads of trophies as well. So, and changed German football, made Bayern Munich completely different. Barcelona had the best team we've ever seen in world football. And then he's done the same to Man City. Made City probably played the best football we've seen in the Premier League. I think Pep will stay in at least another 3-4 years. What part of the world? I'm in Chester, mate. Messi scores in every game. He's phenomenal. He's the best player I've ever seen. Tom, sort your head out. What does the stadium have to do with football? Missed that one. Okay, we've got another few minutes, guys, and then I'm going. Because my eyes are watering in the sun. I'm trying to read this screen. So if you get any more questions before we wrap up today, and we'll be back tomorrow, don't forget the video that we put out this morning. Do we need to sell any of our forwards? We've only got 2, and I don't think we'll sell either of them. Messi and Pepe for me. Pele. I never saw Pele live, so I've no idea. Saw Maradona live, and he was unbelievable. Hard to beat Camp Nou and Allianz. Not enough game time, it seems. Do you think Messi and Ronaldo will play for City? No, never. See you later, Andy, and Andy. I'm off. Have a steak and onion pie. Enjoy your night, everyone. Take care. See you guys. See you, Chris. Sorry if you hear this. My wife is finally leaving the building. Are you concerned that Arteta will jump ship at any offer from another club? Very good question, that, Tom. Depends on whether he's actually been primed for... See you, Robert. Depends on whether he's been primed by the club and thinking whether he's got any possibility of staying with Pep and maybe getting a permanent coaching role as a first-team manager. So yeah. I seen Messi live. He put David Silva on his backside straight away and ran the show. He's the best footballer I've ever seen. Like I said, I saw Maradona live and he was incredible. Very, very good. But Messi's the best I've seen. Incredible player. She's at me, or Messi's driving the tractor. I'll spin it round. No, she's about to go. Oh no, can't spin it round. Oh, she was there and then she's back. Jack Rodwell is up there. Jack Rodwell, yeah. As top of the sick note list, yeah, with the best. I'm gonna go only because at 5 o'clock is feeding time, and you can hear the calves now. I sort of know it's this time. Sixth sense, no, it's got something. Yeah, bloody hell, sun up north. Yeah, I know. It's been gorgeous today, absolutely gorgeous. Company can stop Messi. Well, Joe Hart did. Remember that game when we got beat? Was it 1-0? Hart was absolutely incredible that day, and I think even Messi on his day just shook his head. Cheers, Tom. Take care, buddy. Like I said, don't forget the video that we did today with opposition fan channel from Spurs. That's on the video this morning. It was put on the channel this morning, so it's only 20 minutes. Go over and check it out. It's a really good watch. Which sits part do you think we need to improve? If you had to look at a department, I'd turn around and say customer services. But if you're thinking about sort of the team, possibly sort of in the defensive area. I should be chatting to another Tottenham fan channel at the ground. Okay, so Ray could be doing some more tomorrow night. They are calves, mate. Yeah, they're all baby calves next door. Cowling. They're all hungry. They're waiting for the feed. So anyway, go and check it out. Don't forget, Ray's always wears his sunglasses. They're never off, even when he goes to bed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and don't forget, pass it around your mates if they're City fans or even football fans. Tell them to subscribe, click notification, comment below the video, and join us on the chat. You know, it's really interesting talking to you guys. So thank you very much for staying for sort of nearly an hour now. So Pep's attacking plus Clots. Yeah, I agree. Cheers, Andy Top Man. You're welcome, mate. Do you take them off in the sun, Ray? Yeah, you don't even take them off in the shower. So there you go. Not that I'd know. His wife told me. I'm only kidding, Ray. Listen, guys, I'm going. Don't forget, check in tomorrow. Extra pair on in the sun. Yeah, factor 51s. Listen, I'm going. Take care, guys, and thank you very much for this chat. Really appreciate it. This channel is great. Thank you very much, mate, and it's great having you on. Ray's blinding Andy. Yeah, that's why we call him Ray Charles. So come back tomorrow, check in. As a Ray will probably try and do some. I've got a meeting tomorrow in East Midlands, so I'm not going to be back home until God knows sort of late afternoon. See you a week on Wednesday. Oh yeah, sorry mate, enjoy wherever you're going. Have a great time, and his channel should have started ages ago. Well, something we spoke about a year earlier. See you later. See you, Iona. Yeah, we talked about it a year earlier. Maybe we should have done it in that. Chris, is Chris there? Oh no, Chris has gone. Sorry, at the ground. And we should have done it a year ago when we had that Centurion season, but we didn't. We started it sort of right at the end of last season. So yeah, with Ray being away all the time in France, it became very, very difficult to do it. So, but now Ray came back now shortly, a while ago, came back to the UK. Makes life a lot easier with two of us rather than just one at a time. That way we can assist each other in doing things like Ray's there tomorrow. I'll be editing videos and likewise vice versa. So anyway, guys, take care, Sandy. We'll see you soon. Cheeky son. Get back and watch it again, buddy. Take care.